رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي واجعل لي وزيرا من أهلي. Now what I'm about to show you, seriously, I don't even know how human beings can possibly even imagine, let alone think about such things. Look at the precision and beauty of the Quran's language. This is chapter 78 verse 38, where Allah talks about the day of judgment. And there he says that day, the day that's the spirit, meaning Gabriel. يَوْمَ يَقُومُ الرُّوحُ وَالْمَلَائِكَةُ. The day the spirit, meaning Gabriel, and the angels will stand in rows. They will not speak except for one whom the most merciful permits. Now, the thing to notice is, here Allah first mentions Gabriel, one angel, and then the angels in plural. The one angel meaning Gabriel, and the angels will stand in rows. Mentioning one angel specifically, Jibreel alayhi salam, Gabriel, and then the angels. However, way ahead in the Quran, chapter 97, verse number 4, Allah mentions about the night of decree, which comes every year in the month of Ramadan. And about this night, he says, the angels, تنزل الملائكة والروح, the angels and the spirit, meaning Gabriel, descend therein with the permission of the Lord for every matter. Notice that in this verse, the angels in the plural are mentioned before the single angel Gabriel. So the question is, why mention in language Gabriel first, the single angel first, and followed by the plural angels in this verse, and then in chapter 97 mention the plural first and then the singular? Although in language it does not matter. God could have said Gabriel and the angels descend therein, or God could have said that day, the day that the angels and Gabriel will stand in row. It does not matter. You can switch them. In language, there is absolutely no problem, right? However, like when I'm saying this in the English language, you might think like, absolutely no problem. Switch them. It doesn't matter. However, now look at the beauty of the Quran. You might be shocked to think whoever thinks like this. Just imagine here where one angel is mentioned before the plurals. Now let me show you from three different points of view. It says the day, it's one day. Even the next verse says that is a true day, it's one day, right? So it's more appropriate to mention the one angel before the plural angels. However, Laylatul Qadr, which says many angels before the one angel, the previous verse says this, even though it's one night, this night of decree is better than 1,000 months. So many months, therefore much more appropriate to mention the plural angels before the singular angel, right? One angel, Gabriel. That's one point of view. Let me show you a second point of view. It says they will stand in rows. And when you stand in rows, you become like a singularity, right? You're properly arranged, and so it's more appropriate to mention the single angel before the plural. Whereas Laylatul Qadr is they will descend. They're not standing, they're descending. It's as though they're coming down like rain, drops upon drops. There are like so many angels, right? So more appropriate to mention the plural angels. And finally, La yatkallamun, they will not be able to speak. Silence. What is silence more appropriate with? Large crowds or a few people? Of course, a few people. Therefore, mentioning singular angel much more appropriate than angels. And so Laylatul Qadr, in comparison, it says they will descend by the permission of the Lord for every matter. Kul amr. Again, plural more appropriate because it says every matter, and therefore plural mentioned. Subhanallah. How can one even think like this while writing? Thinking, you can't even think. How will you bring a whole chapter from the Quran? Subhanallah. And so thus I will revise it when it says it mentions the singular before the plural. It mentions one day, singular day. It says standing in rows as though organized in a unity. And it mentions silence, which is more appropriate with less people. But when it mentions the plural angels before the singular angels, it first mentions better than 1,000 months. That's a lot of months. It mentions them coming down as though they're coming down like rain, like rainfall. It's a lot of drops. And the third reason, every matter. Not just one thing. No, it's every matter. SubhanAllah, how beautiful. Like, this is just me showing you from the contextual point of view. I'm not even mentioning what relevance it has with the night of decree, what relevance it has with the day of nothing. Just from the point of view of language, and even in language, just the contextual point of view, the subject matter that is being discussed. Subhanallah, how does one think of life? And this is just one example of the so many examples: linguistic, medical, scientific, and at the same time, the book is guiding us in all spheres of life. This is an impossible equation. This is the beauty. Share it with the world. Take it out to the world. Show them that we can see the live miracle with our eyes, not even in the Arabic language. This is in English. I'm not even showing it to you in the Arabic language. So may God give us complete conviction in the Quran as the word of God. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik.